Welcome everyone, Costin here on Serious Gaming with the video about the GTA 5 DRM controversy. So how did it all begin? Well, a user on the GTA forums posted that the company by the name of Denuvo was working with Rockstar, based on a post on Denuvo's website, was working with Rockstar to implement DRM in GTA 5. The same DRM, by the way, that was used in FIFA 15, which is still not yet cracked, and Lords of the Fallen, which I made a video about how the DRM was affecting performance, and it does affect performance, even if it isn't in a minute way, it is affecting performance, and some people even believe it is affecting stability. I'm not entirely certain if it does, but it wouldn't surprise me in any way. Anyway. So you've got this DRM that people believed, based on the fact that this company is working with Rockstar, would be used for GTA 5. Now it was later clarified that from the company CEO, that this DRM would not be implemented in GTA 5, but also that this DRM was used in GTA 4. And that's significant because with the DRM in Lords of the Fallen, FIFA 15, people believed, oh, it's not going to be cracked, it's very difficult to crack it, and so on and so forth. Whereas GTA 4 was indeed cracked. I don't know how quickly it was, I haven't checked that, but I do know for a fact that it has been cracked on, and there's a crack available on torrent sites. Not for Lords of the Fallen or FIFA 15 yet. And the reason I think that FIFA 15 and Lords of the Fallen haven't yet been cracked is that probably this DRM is more difficult to crack than other DRM forms, but not impossible, certainly not impossible. But with so many games, so many big games, so many important games coming out at the same time, they probably didn't give a fuck about this one, about Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen is not a significant game in any way. It's a middle market game in my opinion. It's not a AAA game. Or maybe, well, I guess it is a AAA game because they probably spend more than a couple million dollars to make the game, but you know, it's not a very high profile game. That's my point here. FIFA 15, also really not that important. EA makes these games every year, and really they don't attract that much attention. Call of Duty does attract attention because Call of Duty sells like cupcakes, but no, that's the situation. Also, Call of Duty doesn't really use any special form of DRM. It just, I guess they just use Steamworks on Steam. They're all on Steam, which is really annoying to deal with, but nothing really intrusive about Call of Duty's DRM right there. So the DRM on Lords of the Fallen would be cracked, and even if this DRM would have been used on GTA 5, which the CEO tells us that it won't, even then, it still would, the game would still be cracked. I guess some people are rejoicing. Really, people on the forums were bitching not about the fact that, oh, the game wouldn't be cracked. No, they were complaining about the fact that they couldn't mod the game, that this DRM would prevent the game from being modded. And that's a legitimate concern. There's been some very popular mods for GTA 4. There's been some amazing mods, in fact, for GTA 4. And people do want to mod GTA 5 when it comes out. In fact, quite a few people are actually hoping for official modding support, which GTA 4 really didn't have. They're hoping for that in GTA 5, so that's why there was such a huge controversy. Also, the Denuvo website at the moment is down, either because the companies here, some of them, probably contacted the software company and told them, remove our logo from your fucking website because this is not good for us. I imagine Electronic Arts doesn't want a lynch mob after them, even more so than they already have, because their games are only on Origin. They don't want to be associated with the DRM that's been used in games like Lords of the Fallen. So there you have a situation. Also, Rockstar probably wants to avoid a huge controversy that this would involve. So, you know, I really hope that there's no shitty DRM in GTA 5. I want to play GTA 5 when it comes out on PC, but I don't want to deal with the shitty DRM. Hopefully we can avoid that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I know this is a very short video, but you know, just wanted to draw attention to this controversy. And really, in my opinion, when it comes to DRM, companies don't do it because they genuinely believe they can stop pirates. There's no DRM form in the world except Always Online that will work to stop pirates. And that only works because you're putting the game on servers. but you're paying for those servers, so it's not really effective to make an always online game. And every time a developer has done that with a single player game, they've been screwed over. Also, when Assassin's Creed tried to do that, they failed at preventing their game from being cracked, and they had to back down on that. So pirates can in fact crack even always online DRM. It's not impossible. There are private servers for World of Warcraft, Diablo, and so on and so forth. It is possible. It's a Herculean effort compared to cracking regular DRM, but it is possible. And you're just pissing off people. No program, nothing you can do will prevent the game from being pirated. That's something that developers need to accept. And something that really, they implement DRM because they want to please certain people, because there's stockholders or partners that are looking and say, oh, this game is being stolen on pirate sites, do something to prevent this. And they just basically put DRM there as a means of showing companies that, oh, look, we're doing something, right? Doesn't matter if it's effective or not. And new forms of DRM is just there for them to do the gesture. I don't think any company is delusional enough, maybe Ubisoft is, to think that they can really stop their games from being pirated. I don't think any company is delusional enough to do that. So that's all I had to say. Costin, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also support me on Patreon if you're so interested too.